And let's pray. Father, thank you for another opportunity to come together and do the business of this great city that you have gifted us, and help us to be wise in making these decisions, and give us grace and mercy in realizing that these decisions affect people, real people, and help us to be good stewards of what you've placed us in charge of. We ask this in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we sing?
Go ahead and call our meeting to order for Tuesday, April 21st,
Speak up.
2026. Council members, you have our minutes from April 7th before you. What is your pleasure?
Make a motion to accept as presented.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second. Any further comments, questions, or discussion?
No.
Hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Public comments. I have Ernie Anderson.
Is he here? I love him. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I don't want any trouble.
We don't either.
Ryan Seacrest from Wheel of Fortune. Nice to meet you. I've been asked by my children who have come to visit me at 1653 Union about my next door neighbor, Joe Hutchinson, and the stuff that he has piled in the front of the house. I've had almost 2 incidents of hitting somebody backing out of my driveway because I couldn't see, and my kids have had a close call as well. However, I talked to him Sunday. He and his wife have COVID, so I talked to him Sunday, and I said, Joe, is there a way you can move your trailers behind your house or beside the house? He said, well, we're getting ready to do a show in a couple of months, and we'll be up in Ohio, so I don't know what that means. I know when I met them, she said we're junkers, maybe, or something like that. So they go around and get stuff. And I don't want any trouble because they're the sweetest people. They've been wonderful neighbors. And he did move one of the trailers back. He said, well, I'll move it back. And there's another one he could move back, which he hasn't yet. But he also had a red truck that was there that was really blocking my view. He moved that back. So at least I can see getting out of my driveway. So at the behest of my children, I just wonder if there's a city ordinance about junky front yards, because nobody on Union has anything like that. Everybody keeps, and he keeps his yard up nicely, as we all do. But I love the village, and my grandson Xander Wagner is from Barboursville in Hurricane, is selling his house just catty corner from me, and he expressed disdain as well. He said, that's awful. And I hope it doesn't interfere with his selling his house. And I'm like, well, I don't want to move in a neighborhood that looks like this. But again, they're sweet people, nice people. I just wonder if there's something that can be done for him to even move them back further. He has room on the side of his house, even in the back. Of course, that's filled with junk as well, but it's not why you've called. So I don't know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, we'll check into it
All
and see
right.
what we can do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Council, you have some department updates in your packet, and if you all have any questions, always feel free to reach out to anyone, and we'll find out information for you if needed. And we will move right along to, there's no old business. Under old business, we have quite a bit, so, new business, sorry. The first item under new business is consideration of approval of resolution 2026-05, approving and authorizing the execution of facility encroachment agreement with CSX Transportation for a stormwater pipeline within CSX right-of-way. John or Mark, would you like to speak to that?
Actually, we'll let Danny speak to that.
Okay.
Okay, there's a 25-foot section of terracotta clay pipe that's 18-inch diameter, and we tried to camera it and portion of it is partially collapsed like that. And, so we need to replace it because we've got a grant to do a study on the water that flows to the underpass, and it floods a couple of times a year, as you all know. And we're just trying to alleviate that situation. But we want to make sure that that pipe gets replaced or repaired. And we've already paid CSX like $3,500 plus or minus for the permit application. Now they want 19,000 and something for a permit. Thrasher has produced the documents to get the permit. But I'm trying to think of another way to do that without involving the CSX. And, but I'm wondering if I should wait till the grant study is done to make sure the pipe diameter is big enough. So, anyway, we're asking to approve the permit application, or, yes, so we can move forward if we need to.
So we're just approving in case.
And we're approving an application to be okay.
Yes, in
Yes.
case it's
Yeah.
needed,
Yes.
but he's gonna try.
Yeah, okay.
And then we would have to do a bid for a contractor to dig the pipe up and lay it. And the problem is, it's gonna make it costly. It goes under a retaining wall that was built by the CSX, probably in the 20s. So,
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion, questions or comments?
Where's this at? I mean, we have a lot of CSX around.
Where's this at?
it's in the
Right here.
underpass,
This one right here.
The underpass.
This right here.
this
Right here.
This one.
Central Avenue.
There's actually
another
one, two of them.
I don't know if they attached a map or not.
I'm
Yeah,
just,
it's
I'm just, you know, this was brought up before, I just don't see that we need to fix something that's not broke.
No, it is, broke. Pipe's broke.
The pipe is collapsed.
And what we're agreeing to right now is an application.
Okay.
If we,
Right, Danny?
Yeah. This is a permit application for us to encroach on the CSX right away.
yeah, and the pipe is, you said you cambered it and it is collapsed.
Yeah, well, it's not totally collapsed, but it's damaged, and we're hoping to be able
I got
to survive it.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, right?
Yes.
All right. Hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
All right.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Moving right along. Consideration of approval of resolution 2026-06 for payment of contractor's application for payment for P Ridge wastewater system connect project. John.
This is payment number 13. The amount is $297,635.01. This was for the period December 27th through February 27th. There was less activity during that time. That's why the period is more than 1 month period. And that will leave us with a little over, just a slight bit over $1 million to go on that contract.
I'll make a motion to approve.
second,
And Johnny said we have about $1 million left on that project, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
we have $1 million left
To pay.
money, or?
We got the money.
But,
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion, questions, or comments? Hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Consideration of approval of resolution 2026-07 for payment of administrative services rendered by Region 2 for payment for P Ridge wastewater system connect project. John, will you speak to that as well?
Yes, this is the only invoice from Region 2 for the Phase 1 piece of the project. Region 2 has an integral part in making sure that the funding that has been made available for Phase 1, part of the bond issue, continuing to work with the process, and so they are part of the process. And so this is the invoice for Phase 1. Originally, it was going to be like $150,000 for their administrative assistance, but because we are funding the second half of the project without going for the bond, the total is $26,997.21.
I'll move we pay our bills.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further questions or comments or discussion? Okay, hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item D, second reading of the fiscal year 2026-2027 general fund budget of $11,998,682. That is just our general fund budget.
That's correct. That's the general fund budget, and this is today's official West Virginia code has it that all municipalities lay their levy, and the levy is in reference to the property taxes. So the pages that are inside your packet indicate the portion that's only related to property taxes. If you flip on over behind that first grouping, you'll see that it is a copy of what you approved a month ago for the first reading of the general fund budget.
Make a motion we accept as presented.
A second.
A motion and a second. Any questions, comments, or discussion? Hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item E, second reading of the fiscal year 2026-2027 coal severance fund budget, $21,075. John?
Same explanation. There's a column separated out because the coal severance budget has to be budgeted, unlike some of our other funds. It's by state code.
I'll make a motion to accept the budget amount.
Move. A second.
Third.
Second.
Motion and a second and a third. Any further discussion or questions or comments? Hearing not only in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item F, consideration of approval of a new hire for the Barboursville Police Department, Connor McKee. And I'll let Greg speak to this.
So we have two officers here before us, and I guess we'll do them one at a time, but I'll introduce both of them, Connor McKee and Chase Baker. I'm gonna let Corporal Detective Wright speak to what all he's put them through. He's done all the work on these two gentlemen to get them from application process to before you this evening. So I'll let Wes speak to that now.
Both of these applicants have went through a physical test, written exam, an interview board with other officers. They went through a medical history background. They went through a background that I did personally. They went through a psychological exam, and as a police department, we hold ourselves to a higher standard, which we should, and this is where it starts, and they rose to the top. So these are two good applicants.
They will be attending if you all approve them, they will be attending the academy on May 4th for 16 weeks.
I'll make a motion. Go ahead.
I'll second it. I will say, I've always, I'll second that motion. I was gonna say, I definitely always have appreciated the work that you all put into our applicants and the process you use to put them through. I'm sure you're still involved. that what we put them through, make sure they're vetted, and it shows by the final product, definitely, that the work goes in up front. Appreciate that work, but I'll second that motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve Connor McKee. Does anyone have any questions, discussion, or further discussion? Hearing not only in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And we'll move on to approving Chase Baker.
Make a motion to accept Chase.
And I'll second as well. I'll let you introduce the questions first, and then I'll ask my question. No, Rachel's got her question.
Okay.
You think I have?
I keep jumping the topic.
No, you're good, you're good.
On discussion.
Any
I was gonna say,
further-
who's who?
Yeah.
One of you is in already. What are you doing? Okay.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
And this is Connor McKee.
Thank you for this opportunity, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And both of these guys, Chase was actually on last test, so he should have been hired a long time ago, but he went and joined the Air Force and reserves, and he's been away at his Air Force basic training, and so he just finished that. So we pulled him off the last list, and then Connor did the hiring process just a few weeks ago, and he rose to the top of the list. So we've got two great candidates.
Good. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing not only in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And we are to our comments and closing remarks from council. I've talked enough, so I'm done. So go ahead.
Ernie, thank you very much for coming, and as a new citizen of Barboursville, I deeply appreciate your concern for safety and the beautification of this town that we all so love, and one of the reasons you moved here is because you knew you would love it too. So, thank you for coming tonight and bringing that to the attention. The only thing I might add is I don't know, I know there's, what is it, we own 20 feet to the left and the right of the middle of the road? Is that what we own, Danny?
It's not ownership, it's
The
right,
city.
it's right away.
Right away, the city has a right of way 20 feet from center point, left and
Maybe
right.
20, could be 25, I don't know. Means
So we might,
I have to look to see what the right way.
so we might be
is.
able to check what the right of way is to just make sure that it doesn't get inched back again if he's now within the guidelines of the right of ways.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. And congratulations, guys, you've just been accepted to the best place in the best village ever, and, you know, yeah, and we take pride in our police department and mention it often, and, welcome aboard, so we look forward for you to see you in the cars.
Just been spending a lot of time at the park. I will say the guys are doing a great job out there. Definitely a lot of work. Our jewel out there is shining, looks great. Mowing's all on par and looks good out there. So pass it along for the guys, appreciate it. Looks good. And then welcome them in. We, like, as you see, we hold you guys to a high standard, but that is what we get. We are proud of you guys, and we have your back. That's anything you need. Welcome aboard. Thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you guys.
Ernie, good to see you. But you know what, I think, from years ago, I think there is something in the Barboursville law type situation, there is something that might help you with that neighbor. I don't remember what it is, but something years ago, one of the neighbors had a bunch of junk cars. And I think the city, and I don't know which one it is, but I think so this meeting you came with us, I think it's gonna help you. Now, that's what we do, you know, and I appreciate you coming, but I think there's somehow there's some kind of somewhere in the books that will help you with your neighbors. You can still be the nice guy.
Yeah.
So.
I am a nice guy.
Yeah, you are. And I
A
appreciate
man
it.
who's fixed several of my cars.
But thank you for coming, and you new police officers, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Like ditto what Nisha says, it's a great little town. You'll enjoy it. It's got a lot of good people, you know. I think we all travel different places, but when we all come home, this is a good home. It's a good place to call home. It's a great place. But thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you guys for being, wanting to be part of the city. We got a great police force, and welcome aboard. And John, thank you for the work on the budget. As usual, I noticed there was no comments from from the auditor, so. We'll go with that.
What's the
Thanks for everybody for
over-under?
coming. It's, I was glad I was able to make it. I had to come straight from a baseball game, but, sacrifice had to be made. But thank you very much. That's all I got.
Department heads, do you have anything?
Mr. Anderson, we will also look into that, the police department will, and see if there's any traffic violation or any obstructing of your views or anything like that. And we'll send some officers by there and take a look at it and see if there's anything we can do too, okay?
Thank you, appreciate that. No autographs, please.
Transforming the town.
The mayor asked me to let you all know, he is in Orlando this week at an airport conference. Airport may be announcing something big, and he wanted to be there, so, it will benefit our tri-state area, so,
Another Dollar General?
You made it when you
He owes me dinner, by the way.
you really made it when you get to Dollar General.
but thank you all for being here, and if there's nothing else to discuss, I'll adjourn the meeting.
Thanks, everybody.